it's Kyle, coming to you from my car. And yes, I did not bring my Zoom with me. We're going straight off the phone here. Usually I do this like when I go to get my allergy shot thing, but yeah, that didn't happen today. Actually, the doctor's office where I get that done, once a year he takes everybody on a cruise, so they're all enjoying some beautiful weather while we're freezing. It's very cold around these parts at the moment. Let's see, what's going on that's good for me? Well, lots of things. I mean, again, I can't say enough great things about this job. It's really just amazing. I really can't express how awesome it is. They're very good. They give you projects and stuff. If you need them, they're there. It's really hands-off type stuff, man, because they just want the things done. They don't care. They don't have to watch over you to make sure you get things done, and that's awesome. So, doing really good and really enjoying it. My first project actually goes live tomorrow, so it's kind of cool. Not too big of a project, just a little project, but still kind of cool. Let's see, what else? So many things. Today is a big day, actually, because 17 years ago today, I became a father. And my son was born, Chris was born, and it was, my life changed forever after that, and for the better. There's still moments where I kind of fizzle out and make the wrong decision and do stupid things and regret it and all that. But there's a lot less of that now. A lot more positive movement forwards. And that's huge. So that's a really good thing. I'm so proud of him and everything that he's doing. He's so involved in music. He, not only does he do choir and marching band, but he's also in jazz band and symphonic band this year. Dude is just busy. He's got so much stuff going on, and that's just awesome. He also now pretty much officially has 3 instruments that he's been playing in marching band over the last 3 years, one each year. Now he's playing his trumpet in jazz band, which is great. I don't know what he's playing in concert band, but symphonic band. But yeah, it's just awesome to watch him, make those moves and do all those things. And, he's doing really good in school right now too. And yeah, just a good kid, very proud of him. So that's going on. Friday, found out that the swim meet actually will be broadcast. I'll put the link in the notes. How's that sound? This will be the first time that my daughter has worn her tech suit. So she'll go warm up real quick, and then she'll go put on the tech suit she's going to go back there at least a half hour before she's supposed to swim, because it's going to take her some time to get that thing on the first time. And she's got some friends that will help her. As a matter of fact, some of the older girls actually started giving her a ride, which is awesome, because she was like the only person left on the bus that went from school to the natatorium, because she's a freshman, She didn't have a car. She can't drive. There's another freshman that made the team, but her older sister swam for the team up until she graduated last year. So everybody knows her, so naturally she's going to get a ride. But finally, one of the girls that's, I think, just a year or so older than Audrey offered to give her a ride. So that's pretty cool. She's definitely happy about that. But this Friday is a big day, big night. I think it starts at 5 p.m., and it will be broadcast, like I said. It's not the best image quality or anything like that. I can tell you she'll be in races 3 and 10 usually she's not going to be in the first heat. The first heat is usually the slower ones. I don't know how many heats they're going to have of each one of these. Number 3 is the 200 IM. So 50, so down and back in each stroke, basically. You know, butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, back, and then freestyle. So one down and back in each. So that's kind of one of those things she's been doing. She's gotten really good at. And so she's going to be swimming that for varsity on Friday. And then number 10 is the backstroke. And she's doing really good in that this year. As a matter of fact, she is, her time is darn close to qualifying for state. It's not far. So she has a little ways to go, but it's not far. And it's definitely not far from the fastest backstroker they have on the team. So she's second as far as that goes, and she's just a freshman. So we'll see. I'm hoping the tech suit does take a couple seconds off here and there. It might be a little weird because it's the first time she's ever worn one. So I know they can be a little bit uncomfortable. We'll have to see how that works out. But still, how awesome you get to see your kid as a freshman work their way up and let her in something that really she wasn't sure she wanted to do this year. But thank goodness she did. So pretty awesome. So that's going on Friday. You know, and then if she is in the top 16 of either one of those races, she'll be swimming also on Saturday for the finals. The preliminaries are on Friday evening. The finals are on Saturday. So we don't know yet. We'll have to see. I hope so. That'd be awful cool. I know I think my wife said that in the last meet, I believe she was 7th overall in the 200 IM and 11th overall in the backstroke. And I mean, you got to consider, granted, that's not a varsity meet. However, it's still some of the best swimmers around. The teams are only going to have the best in certain things swimming against other people in certain heats. And so it'll be interesting to see how she does. I'm excited for her, and hopefully she is in the top 16. If she's in the top 16, we'll be taking her back here on Saturday, which would be awesome. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come back right after I throw this over to Kyle. Hey, Kyle. All right, we're back, everybody. All right, so what am I into right now? Let's see. Okay, we'll start with music. You know, I've just been playing so many of these old records and cassettes and stuff like that. And I'll put the link to the pictures, and you'll see some in there. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of those, so it's kind of fun to go back and listen to those. You know what I find is often a band I maybe wasn't super crazy about, but I had an album of theirs on cassette or something, or CD even. I listen to them now, and I'm like, oh man, these guys are really good. I know, your tastes change over time, so I know that's what's going on. But other than that, I mean, nothing really sticking out to me as far as anything specific that I'm listening to. So, yeah, nothing too crazy. Let's see. What am I watching right now? Well, I can tell you that we are watching a bunch of stuff at the moment. We really loved White Lotus. We watched the first season entirely of that, and it was absolutely awesome. And now we're ready to start the second season. We're going to take a little break first before we start that second season because, you know, we don't want to go through all of them like right away, you know? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, we love that show. It's awesome. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. It's absolutely fantastic. And then we also started watching The Last of Us. Now, we've only watched the first episode. My wife's not a big fan of horror films, specifically zombie films, which is interesting because the first film we ever saw together was 28 Days Later. I took her to see that. She went and saw it with me, but oh, she was cringing the entire time. Anyway, and Last of Us is kind of along those lines. A little different, but yeah, interesting. And it's really good, and she recognizes that. And so I think we'll be able to finish that. I don't know. We'll see. What else have I been watching? I mean, nothing really. I did start watching these, a couple different campers that are Korean, a male and a female. I started with watching this male, but he basically goes out and does this cold weather camping, and he takes his dog with him. It's a little poodle, actually. But he has all this sweet gear, and he doesn't even put a mat down on the floor. He camps right on top of whatever's there. If it's rocks or dirt or snow, it doesn't really matter. But he has these indoor stoves, wood stoves. And so he runs the stovepipe up out of the roof, and that keeps the whole thing pretty warm inside. I mean, obviously it's not blazing in there, but it keeps him warm enough and keeps the dog warm so they can sleep out there. But pretty cool. And then he also uses these things to cook on. The coolest thing I've seen is he has one of those old kerosene heaters that's kind of round. And he has this metal fan thing that he just puts on top of that. And the heat causes the fan to rotate, which blows the warm air into the tent. That's amazing, man. Pretty cool stuff. I just enjoy watching them. And then we started watching a woman that does this too. And yeah, I mean, same thing. She has a lot of cool equipment like that as well. It's just neat. It's neat to watch them. Now, she's doing a thing. I think she's sleeping out there 2 months. But he was just doing some overnights here and there. So, pretty cool. I'll see if I can find a link and put it up in here for you guys. Pretty easy. If not, though, it's just Korean overnight camping in the snow. You know, you probably find it on YouTube pretty easy. Let's see. That's about it for watching. Let's see. Reading. Really not much. I am finishing up the 5th trade paperback or collection of Something is Killing the Children. Crazy, crazy story, and it's only getting crazier. But it's such a good, weird action horror series. You just have to see it. It's pretty cool. Finishing that one up. And really haven't read much else. There's some that I need to. I just need to sit down and do it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because, you know, every time I talk to you guys about it, I'm just explaining that I haven't really read. Let's see. What about gaming? Well, I have done a little bit of gaming. I've had a little time extra here and there, so I have been hitting the old Steam Deck a little bit. I did play for like an hour and a half. I played Horizon Zero Dawn the other night. I think that was Saturday night. Yeah, it was. And man, I mean, that game is so awesome. I really can't say enough about how awesome it is. And it runs on the Steam Deck, you know, granted, I mean, it's not, people have to remember, this thing is not going to produce the highest quality graphics, man. It's an APU it's running. So the GPU is built onto the same deal as the processor. So it's not gonna blow your eyes out of your sockets of how beautiful it is. But it looks pretty damn good at the same time. And when I stick the Steam Deck in my dock and I use it on my 4K monitor downstairs, and I use an Xbox controller, it's awesome. You know, granted, it's not 4K, but it's pretty awesome. And I have zero problems with how good it looks. I think it looks awesome. There you go. Awesome, 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 right? All right. What else? I played that a little bit, and then I also played, I played some more Persona 4 Golden. I'm kind of stuck on that. I don't know. I think maybe I took too much time in between when I started playing it and now. And so I'm having problems with this boss. And, yeah, I think the next time I play it will be like the 5th or 6th time I've tried to finish this part. So it's getting a little bit frustrating. But, you know, that's kind of part of gaming, I think. All right, that's it on games. Podcasts. Same thing as before. I mean, I'm done with Bone Valley. It was incredible. Probably the best true crime podcast I've ever listened to. Very emotional as well. I think I remarked on that. But check that out if you get a chance. I am listening to another one right now, and that one is called, what the hell is it called? Hell and Gone. So the one I'm listening to right now is called Hell and Gone. And it's got like 4 seasons in it, but the first season is pretty amazing. I've been listening to that, and I really dig that one as well. That's about it. So not much else that I can think of as podcasts. I kind of stick to one for a long time, and then I'll go back. If I start to get bored of it, I'll listen to something a little different, maybe some comedy or something, and then go back to one of these true crimes. Just because, you can only take so much of this horrifying things that people do to each other. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I don't have much else to talk about. Like I said, things have been going really well. I've been having a really good time. It's just amazing watching my kids do all the stuff they're doing. I couldn't be more proud. And it's a good time for me to be a dad. I'm loving every moment of it. So, and I love the time I get to spend with my wife, and we get to hang out and watch shows together and just chill, because so much of life is just running around, and that's okay. It has to be that way. I understand. So we'll see. But I do think I told you guys that we did rent the yurt again. I did tell you that. So we're really looking forward to that coming up here in 3-4 weeks. That's going to be awesome for April and I to get away for a weekend. Very excited. So there you go. That's it, guys. Not much else to report. If anything else new comes up, I'll hold on to it so I can talk to you about it next week. That's all I got. Oh, something really huge, by the way. Chiefs are in the Super Bowl again. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big Chiefs fan. I like the NFL okay, but damn, I mean, that's amazing. 3rd time in 4 years. That's something else. So look forward to watching them in the Super Bowl in a couple weeks, and that's going to be pretty great. Actually, I think on Super Bowl Sunday during the day, we have a volleyball tournament, believe it or not. You really couldn't pick a worse day to have one. But hey, that's life. I mean, it'll just be during the day. Get home in plenty of time to watch the Super Bowl, so no big deal. But yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. A lot of parents, I'm sure, are like, no. But anyway, that's it, guys. I will catch up with you next week, and keep on keeping on and all that good stuff. And, get off my lawn.